What's up, guys? Before we start this episode, hear me out. Phoenix, Arizona, April 14th through 16th. We're coming down there doing stand-up. Get your tickets at YannisPappasComedy.com.
Yes, sir.
Then Addison in Texas. It's basically Dallas from April 22nd to April 24th. Then Cleveland, Ohio, May 5th through the 7th at Hilarities. And then Roebling Auditorium in Roebling, New Jersey, May 14th. The Jane Pickens Theater in Newport, Rhode Island, May 28th. Get your tickets right now.
Right now.
And we will see you there. Our bonus episode this week, your extra long day, is called Speeches and Bucks. And it's how politicians and people in politics make their money.
Make that moolah, baby.
We talk about Stacey Abrams and her former life, where she was a romance novel writer.
Yes.
You may know her now as the huge political operative who galvanized the vote, registered 1 million Democratic voters in Georgia, and helped flip the state for Joey Biden.
Yeah.
But before that, she was a saucy,
Yeah.
nom de plume. She was known as Selena Montgomery.
Yeah, she used to flip bodies, but now she flips states.
Flip states. But she used to flip bodies and get sexy writing romance novels under her pen name,
Split them open.
Selena Montgomery.
Yes.
Enjoy the app.
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the day been long, and the news online going on and on, what's right and wrong, and it's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who to the news and cameras, to the fake politics and the propaganda. Get this kid screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day. It's a long
What's
day.
up, everybody? What a week it's been. I am back with Jared. We were on the West Coast. No, more the South Coast. We were in another country called Texas. It's a little different, and that's where I take all the women I've impregnated and leave them so they can raise their babies on their own. You can't get an abortion there. So it's the opposite of wanting your girl to get rid of it. If you want if you want to force your girl to have it, drop her off in Texas and lock her in. It was a lot of fun. Rogan was fun. Obama visited the White House. There's a lot of bills being passed everywhere. If you're in Oklahoma and you want to marry a kid, it's getting close to that being okay. If you're in another place, you might be able to use a bathroom. Iowa, you could use a bathroom. There's bathrooms. There's bathroom laws. We have marriage laws. We got abortion laws. The state and city legislatures have never been more busy. Georgia's got a new law that the police can investigate an election fraud if that comes out. Local law is busy AF. So now it's time for us to all learn local laws. Elon Musk owns speech now. I think he owns speech. That's what it is. If you ask anyone who supports free speech, they're saying Elon Musk is Jesus of free speech. This is Longdays. We got a lot to talk about, and let's find out. So here we are. We had a great time. Obviously, we were down in Texas, and then we went up to Wisconsin.
Yep.
I called it the West Coast because if you consider it from New York's perspective, it's west.
Yeah, everything's west from New York's perspective.
Yeah, because unless you go into the water.
Yeah, a little bit.
Unless you go into the water. There's nothing east of America.
Nope.
There's nothing east of New York. There's nothing besides New York.
Yeah.
So we went west. We had a good time. We went up to Wisconsin. Pretty white out in Wisconsin.
Very white.
Pretty white.
Yeah.
I like to say it looks like it's snowing even if it's not snowing.
Yes.
And if you looked at it from a plane, you would go, why is it snowing in July in Madison, Wisconsin?
Yes.
And you would go, that's not snow. That's just white people
That's just
walking
white people,
around
yeah.
State Street.
Yeah, it looked like a mayonnaise convention.
I mean, it looks like if mayonnaise was people.
Yes.
That would be Wisconsin.
Yes.
It's very white.
Very white. And
And-
I was the pickle.
You were a pickle in a
Yes.
sea of mayo.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a few, but not many.
Not many.
even the homeless people are all white.
Yeah,
It's pretty white in Madison and also pretty woke.
Yes. The
Madison.
only other black person I met in Madison, and he was working for the milk company, so that seemed a little 50s racist, a little bit there.
Yeah. And also that they're famous for their cheese and their milk, also white.
Yes, also very white.
You can't get away from the color white in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Including snow, ice, and the people.
Yep.
You just can't. And the condiment mayonnaise.
Yes,
It's available.
It's always white.
Yeah.
You can't escape it.
I love this new affiliation with mayonnaise and white people. It's funny.
It's funny, but it's accurate.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
But I mean, do Chinese people like mayonnaise? They have a low tolerance for certain things.
They
have a low tolerance for cheese. They have a low tolerance for alcohol.
Yes.
I wonder
Sunlight. Low tolerance for sunlight.
Low tolerance for sunlight. Yeah. I wonder if Asian people go for mayo.
Yeah, I don't think their idea of sushi was a Philadelphia roll, so I don't think so.
Yeah,
no.
Philadelphia roll. I love those Americanized rolls.
Yeah, I hate those.
The when they put the fake crab meat in there. The California roll is a fake roll.
Yes.
And sometimes they put that fake. They call it like crab meat, but it's like a sugary tofu substance.
Yeah, I'm good off that.
Yeah, no, dude, they eat. Well, right now we're Asians. They're all Asian.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all Asian. Isn't it wild? They're all Asian, but they have like completely different languages and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's how many? There's a lot of different types of Asian people.
A lot of different types.
You got your Thais.
Yeah.
You got your Vietnamese. You got your Koreans. You got your Chinese.
Don't forget about the Cambodians.
You got your Cambodians.
Yeah.
You got your Japanese. We're at 7. Has anyone ever counted Chinese people like the Counting Crows?
Pol Pot did.
Pol Pot counted them, and he subtracted a lot.
Yes.
Pol Pot did a little math, and he used the minus sign.
Yeah.
He went, there's this amount of Asian people, but when you minus these, when I kill them, you end up with those.
Yeah, Pol Pot didn't use PEMDAS.
No.
Yeah.
He used an eraser.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, are we missing any other type of Asians?
You probably got a lot more. The Southern Asians. Yeah.
I'm trying. Well,
can we say Taiwanese?
I said Taiwan.
Okay.
From Taiwan.
Yeah, because China might get mad at us.
Yeah,
and then John Cena's going to be speaking.
They're
another
Chinese.
language.
No, you better say they're Chinese. You can't call them Taiwanese. They're Chinese. I'm sorry, Kingsley. They're Chinese.
Yeah,
it's China. They're Chinese. So I think, are we missing an Asian?
You said Vietnam?
Vietnam, Cambodia.
Nepal? No, wait. Where's Nepal?
No, Nepal. Vietnam, Cambodia, Koreans, Japanese, Chinese.
Thais. You said
Thais.
Yeah.
Vietnamese. I think we got to 7 or 8. Has anyone ever, that's a question a lot of people, if it came up on Jeopardy and said how many types of Asians are there?
Yeah.
Everyone would go, whoa.
Yeah, bro.
I thought there was just one.
That's like trying to figure out blow pop flavors.
Yeah, there's different. And they look a little different. Some people can tell the difference between Koreans and Japanese and Chinese.
Yeah.
One of those people are not me. I can't. It's very difficult. I'm not a phenotype expert.
Yeah.
But how many different types of Asians are there? Did we nail it with 7? Is it like the 7 fishes? The 7 sins?
Uses U.S. Census Bureau and the federal government. Most state data collections include India and the entire Indian subcontinent.
Well, those are South Asians.
Okay, yeah, so you're
don't
not
count.
going to count them. Okay.
No.
All right.
Those are, I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about when I mean Asian.
Yeah.
It's a look.
Yeah.
Then the South Asians, they share they're on the continent, but
you don't want desert Asian. You want Tokyo Drift Asian.
I want a Tokyo Asian.
Yes.
I'm talking about more of a.
I got you. Yeah.
Whatever happened in that region that made them look so different?
Yeah.
It's like a change in weather that really must have got.
Yeah, it really caught them. Like a change in weather made them great at Dance Dance Revolution.
I mean, it made them, and it also
Yes.
those two people look very different.
Very different.
Indians and Pakistanis look very different from real Asians.
Yeah.
Those are the real Asians. Eastern Hemis.
It's like the difference between Khloe and Kourtney Kardashian.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Same.
South Asians'
area.
father's O.J. Simpson.
Yes, very different. Or as my dad used to call them, Orientals.
Yeah,
Which
you can't say that anymore. That's funny, but you can't say it anymore.
And why did Orientals become a slur? Because they're from the Orient, right? And what's bad about the Orient?
Plus, I think you could still say it in a design context.
Right, you can still say Oriental rug.
Yeah.
Right, but you can't call an Oriental an Oriental.
Yeah.
You only can refer to a rug as Oriental.
Yeah.
But what made it bad?
Oh no.
Someone.
Can you look up Oriental real quick, Jesse?
Yeah.
Let's see. Because this girl said it in my college class one time. It was like 2015. She was like, and the Orientals, what happened to them? And the whole class just froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really funny how and then a new one comes along.
Especially East Asia.
East Asia.
So it's for
the real Asians.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Basically, not the South Asians.
Not the South Asian. Yeah.
The Asians who their faces look different.
Yeah.
Than the South Asians.
Yeah, and their feet look different too.
Their feet can be smaller.
Yes.
Now, words always change, right?
Of course.
So you have it all the time. Latinx. They added an X. That was the least imaginative change.
Yeah, but that's just to get male and female together, so it's just an all-encompassing
So what
thing.
is the Latinx?
So Latina is woman, Latino is man, Latinx is everybody, like all of Latins. Yeah, basically.
Okay. So
And you get your non-binaries in there, it gets you good. You know?
it's more inclusive.
Yeah, it gets you covered. It's like a W-9 after you perform at a comedy club.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more of just like an all-inclusive resort.
Yeah, man. That all
Because
inclusive resort.
Latino, but wasn't Latino man and Latino female?
Yeah.
So this is just throwing the non-binary.
Latina is female.
And
Latino
Latino
is male. Latinx is everybody.
both.
Yeah, it's everybody.
So, but they refer. You can't say Latino anymore. It has to be Latinx. Can you refer to a guy as a Latino?
You can refer to a guy as Latino, yeah.
And then can you refer to a girl as Latina?
Yeah.
So then you're referring to Latinx. You're just taking the gender out.
Yeah, but if you have the history of Latin people and you just say Latinos, that's not accurate because you have women in there too. So you have to say Latinx people
as opposed to Latin.
Yeah, but if you're talking about John Leguizamo's hairline, you can say a Latino male has a receding hairline.
Right.
Yes.
You don't have to say Latinx.
No, you don't have to say Latinx.
Right. Okay, now I understand that.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
That's not that hard. I agree with that.
Latinx.
It's all encompassing. It makes it easier.
Or they could have just said Latin or Hispanic. I think it was Hispanic.
Hispanic's not accurate. Hispanic refers to a region as well, so it's not really accurate to the people.
Okay.
That's what happens when you take a African and Latino studies class in college, kids.
Yes.
You get to school of Greek, man.
Are Latins in favor of Latinx?
I don't think they care. As long as they get to wear a thong to the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I think a lot of Latins aren't even aware of it. Yeah. Like Latins who are not on Twitter.
Yeah.
If you call them Latinx, they're like, what?
Yeah, we're too worried about the marinade for our carne asada.
Yeah, I don't think any working class Latins are even aware of the switch.
Yeah.
I don't think they've gotten the memo. They're like, I don't even think they know. So that's your new name. If you're watching this right now, okay, and you're working a real job and you don't have a Twitter handle, we're here to let you know your new name is Latinx.
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you're Asian, you're not Oriental anymore. You're Asian. Can you call them Asian?
I think you can do that.
You can call them Asian. And if you're Indian, I think you could still call them Indian, but also they're South Asian. And now black came into question.
Yes.
There was a thing between certain schools going, because, Negro, before I was born.
Yeah.
My dad, you see, even when I said Negro, you got a little something.
Yeah, I mean,
but
yeah,
Negro,
because the beginning of that word, sounds like you're going to end it very differently.
Yeah.
All right.
So Negro at one point was the preferred.
Okay.
That was like the preferred name.
Yeah, Negro. Yeah. Mhm.
No, but I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I know.
It depends on how you say the E.
It's okay. Say it again.
Yeah, when you say Negro, you really got to hit the knee.
Yeah,
you got to hit the E. You got to go knee.
You got to slow down,
Yeah,
son.
you can't.
It's like, yeah.
Don't have anything in your mouth. Don't be distracted. When you say that word with care, like you're drunk driving.
Yeah.
You want to go slow. You want to pay attention. Don't go over 35.
You got to say that word how Gerard Carmichael does comedy. Slow.
Slow.
Yes.
You want to do it slow.
Yes, very slow.
You don't want to go fast with that. That's the word you want to take your care of. That's like lifting a glass table out of a doorway.
Yes, it's like driving through a parking lot under 5 miles per hour strictly.
Yeah, you just want to, and you want to make sure you hit the E.
Yes, sir.
E is the most important word there.
Uh-huh.
You can't say it. You can't go closer. You can't go. You gotta go. E.
Yeah.
Just tighten your body and go.
Guttural.
E.
Yeah,
go
guttural, son.
Knee.
Yeah.
Knee.
Very guttural.
Knee.
Yeah,
you gotta go. Make sure you hit the E.
Say it like you're fighting for the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might even want to go knee. You want to hit the E hard.
Yeah.
Knee.
You can Whitney it. Whitney Houston it a little bit. Yes.
You got to hit the R in there.
Yep.
Grow.
Yeah.
Grow. Knee. Grow.
Yes, you do.
Right. So just be careful with that word, kids.
Yeah.
You would never say it now anyway.
But now, so
only in context.
But that's what I'm bringing it up. Yeah, you can only say it in context that it used to be the preferred nomenclature.
There you go.
Gistmurder.
Yes, sir.
It used to be. Now, even when I say the preferred, blacks used to prefer, I'm going, is black right or is it African American? Because that became a thing too.
I don't care.
Black
Me
people,
personally.
it became a thing. It became a thing for a second recently where it was like, is it African American or black? I think black won.
Yes.
I think the black community made it known, right?
Yeah.
That black was okay.
Just say black.
I prefer African American.
I prefer black because African American is the proper term.
Right.
So like I only see African American when I'm applying for a college, and it doesn't matter anyway because I'm getting denied.
Right.
But like with African Americans, it's just the proper term of how people see you in the United States. So just call me black.
Yeah, but you're not getting denied because your skin color. You're getting denied because you were probably a sociology major and you're not that smart. You like me.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I was a theater major, so I
you
don't
were a
have much to
theater
say.
major.
But I don't.
Yeah, so
I have no guns in this fight.
You can't just walk at MIT and be like, I'm here. They're going to be like, okay, we'd love to bring you in.
Yeah.
Because we love diversity, but you're fucking stupid.
Depends on how good his essay is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think black won that.
Yes, it did. Black won it.
So black is the way African Americans like to be called. See, because but they're synonymous, right?
Yeah.
Or Afro. Remember, it was like a thing too. Afro, is it going to be Afro American?
Yeah.
I like Afro American because like I'm Greek American, right?
Yeah.
So shouldn't it be like, instead of just going with the color, shouldn't it be like Afro Americans kind of like more?
Yeah, but
accurate?
like, what if you're from...
What's in a word? What's in a name? Shakespeare.
Yeah. I mean, but not all black.
We can't call black people non-means. Is what you're saying.
You can't do that. You can't do that. African Americans
call
come from Africa, but you also have a lot of Haitians, a lot of people from Turks and Caicos, a lot of people from
Right, so that
Jamaica.
throws a wrench in the
That's
afro.
going to be black. So you can't really put African Americans on them.
So black is the all-encompassing.
Black is the all-encompassing thing.
Just
you know?
like Latinx is the all-encompassing.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Just slap black on me. You know.
And white is the all-encompassing for us because we're all different too. You
Yes.
got your Jews, you got your Irish. They're really right. You got people who are whiter than other people. Okay, like the Scandinavians, they're really white.
Really
And
white.
they go down lower, they're a little darker. It depends on how much interaction you have with the sun.
Oh yeah,
It depends on your environment.
yeah. Need some vitamin D.
Now
in you.
they say that the Asians have their look. That look kind of developed from the desert or something.
Jesse, let's look that up.
Yeah, let's look that up.
We're getting your fingers. I mean, we're off for 2 weeks, and now your fingers are back, son. You had a rest. Now it's time to get back in the game.
I love how we're dancing on a hot wire, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's what I love to do.
Yeah.
What's the question I'm going to ask?
Yeah, what would be the question to ask Google without us being banned from life?
How did Asians evolve their skin pigmentation?
Yeah, how did they start to look like gray aliens?
I mean, I just gave you the Google search term, and he just gave you the Bing term. So I don't. I mean,
Wouldn't it be great to live in a world though where you could just make jokes and like, why are people so caught up with what people's characteristics are based on where the environment they interacted with the environment?
Yeah.
To me, I don't care enough.
Yep.
I just don't. You know, it's just like I don't care. It's not something I think about that
yeah,
often.
but you're a person that has something to say. You already got something to say. The people who are offended and looking for shit to be offended about, they need a horse in the race,
Yeah,
and that's
I
their
just
only horse in
don't
the race.
I mean, who can care that much? How much can you care?
Okay.
How much can you care if someone's got different eye shape or different hair? Who cares?
I don't care. Just
Some
don't.
people are bald.
Yeah.
Some people got brown hair.
Yeah.
Some people got blonde hair.
Yeah.
Some people got green eyes. They're lucky because they're gorgeous.
Yep.
Some people got small feet, big dicks, little dicks.
Yeah.
Some people got a little bit fatter guts. Everyone's DNA is different. If everyone looked the same, it would be boring. Do you think Hitler would eventually got bored? Let's say Hitler got what he wanted.
Yeah.
Let's say Hitler got what he wanted.
Uh-huh.
And it ended up being just like an all blonde, white. Do you think after a while they would have been like, dude, this is not lit?
Yeah.
Like, and they one Latin woman walked in and they were all like, they all turned into Lenny and Squiggy and they all were like, I need that because, and Hitler's going, but that's inferior. And they're like, brother, my
it's
dick
not.
is telling me otherwise.
Yeah. The heart wants what the heart wants.
Because you get bored.
Very
Who
bored.
wouldn't get bored about seeing the same thing? Isn't it great to have variation?
Yeah.
Something if everyone was the same, it would be so boring.
Yep.
It would be so fucking boring. Everyone on the court would be the same size. When the shorter people are usually quicker. The taller people are usually more powerful.
Yep.
It's variation. Imagine watching a game with 5 Shaquille O'Neals versus 5 Shaquille O'Neals.
You don't want that.
Boring, dude.
Don't want
I
that.
want to see Steph shooting threes. I want to see Shaq dunking on people. It's the same thing with race and sizes and things. It's like variation. I want my plate. I don't just want ribs. I want a little side of mac.
Yeah.
I want some greens.
Yeah.
I want a cup. I want some corn.
Some cobbler.
I want some cobbler. I want
Yeah.
some cornbread. But I'm watching my sugar.
Yeah.
I'm watching my sugar.
Yeah.
You gotta cut something out.
A little bit, you know.
Yeah. So what would be Jesse Googled space aliens or breeding with humans?
you
Well, yeah, I don't know. Is this JoeRogan.com news?
I saw it on InfoWars.
Yeah, I saw it
Yeah,
too.
I saw it.
I saw that this might be something that was released, but
Yeah, it says space aliens are breeding with humans. They're knocking them up and they're going back into outer space. Basically, space aliens are not paying child support.
right,
Yeah.
they're knocking them up and they're leaving.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is NBC News, by the way.
Oh, where are my glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like Jared will just have to read for me. All right, talk to the people.
All right.
Where are my glasses?
So it says space aliens are breeding with humans, and a university instructor says. Now, it's an outlandish claim that has secrets breeding program creating alien-human hybrids who can survive climate change.
Outlandish claim has a secret breeding program. Can we go lower? Maybe you've never seen any space aliens. No, I haven't.
No.
I love how he goes maybe. Maybe you're the 99.9999999% who have not been abducted. But recent polls indicate that up to 6% of Americans claim to have been abducted by them. The experience doesn't sound pleasant. The extraterrestrials are often said to take their captives in their saucers, lay them out on a table, and extract sperm from the men and impregnate the women.
Oh, God.
All right. If you're familiar with UFO lore, you know there are a couple of common explanations for these breeding experiments. One is that the aliens... Now, here's the deal. Either this is true or now we're at this point where NBC is doing articles that used to be only in the National Enquirer. That's why when it comes to this article, it used to be like I would judge something on, have I seen it in the BBC? Is it in the Guardian?
Yeah.
Is it in the Times? Is it in the Washington Post?
Yeah.
That's what I used to do, right? Nowadays, especially since you have the Hunter Biden, other stuff, a lot of the activism in journalism, you start to go like, I don't know what's real or not at all anymore. I mean, for God's sakes, there are slap truthers right now.
Yeah.
There are people who don't know whether that was real or not real. Yeah. And even when you tell them, like, dude, I know a guy who knows Chris Rock, and Chris Rock is upset about it and doesn't know what to do with it yet, and it's real. Yeah. And they're all working for Nancy Pelosi. And you're going, dude, nobody knows what's real. And you know whose fault that is? It's the fault of media, right? It's not the fault of social media, and I'll explain why. It's not the fault of social media. It's not the fault of content creators on social media.
Yeah.
It's the fault of mainstream media outlets who've lied or exaggerated, employed hyperbole to get clicks, and they've all been caught doing it. They've all gotten lazy with their reporting. The examples are too many to mention. So it's like being in a relationship with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Once you lie to them, if you're like in a relationship with a woman, you lie to a woman about cheating, right? The relationship's over because the trust is gone. It doesn't matter what you do from that point on. You can be honest for the rest of your life. The trust is gone.
Yeah.
The trust is always gone.
The precedent is already set.
The trust is gone in the relationship. Mm-hmm. So that's what's happened with media and the population. The trust has been lost. The people don't have any faith or trust. So even when the media is telling the truth now, the people are still going, I don't trust you because you lied to me. You cheated on me before, New York Times. I caught you fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's basically the perfect way to understand why we have this crisis in media, which is often attributed to Joe Rogan or misinformation. It's like, no, dude, you did it. You're gaslighting us now. You created this environment. You did it. We learned it from watching you, Dad, okay? Once you compromised that integrity and you broke that sacred pact with the people that you work for the people as a free press and instead started working for your corporate interest to make more money and put that bottom line over accurate information to the people, you broke the covenant and you set the trend for people to be distrustful of what you're disseminating.
Yeah.
I said disseminating wrong. If that was the word Negro, I might have got in trouble.
Yes.
Because I think I just said disseminating.
No, you had it right. It sounded good. Yeah.
It sounded like I had a British accent, or I'm Yanni.
Yeah.
Who says words wrong.
Yeah, it's a little bit of gay that came out. It's all right.
You know what's funny is even in an old clip of my stand-up on my half hour, I have a clip where I called him Ladainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
And someone quoted and said, Yanni's been saying names wrong since the beginning.
Yeah.
Because his name is not Ladainian.
Yeah, there's just a Starbucks barista in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the coffee cup writer of speaking. You order a cup of coffee for me and your name is Jared, it's gonna come back Jason. I put that on a special. Ladainian.
Yeah.
It's on a special Ladainian. And it's just I said it wrong.
Yeah.
Ladainian is also a lit black name.
Yes.
Also is Ladainian. And the reason why I chose that name, it's because of it's one of the dopest names.
Ladainian.
It's Ladainian, right?
Ladainian, yeah.
Ladainian. See, I still
Ladainian
don't-
Tomlinson.
Ladainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, your tongue has to do like a little dance with the top of your mouth to get
Yeah,
that out.
Ladainian.
Yeah, your tongue got to do salsa with the top of your mouth to get that out.
Ladainian.
Yeah, the Ladainian and the Brickishaw, of course.
The Brickishaw's a good one.
The Brickishaw Ferguson. He went to Freeport on Long Island. Shout out.
A good one.
Yeah.
There's some good ones out there. There's some good. Those might be the GOAT.
Yeah.
Black names. That could be the GOAT. Ladainian.
Yeah.
That's dope. So there is, inside the conspiracy theory that Will Smith's Oscar slap was staged. I don't know who benefits from this. We explained it on the. We went on it. We talked about it. Right?
Yeah, we talked
what
about it.
I believe it was a little bit of everything. I don't believe it was staged, but I do believe Will Smith. Part of, like I said, he did it in part. Actors can't take their acting hat off, and it made big news.
Yeah.
It made big news. We talked about it in the last episode, so we won't get into that. So let's start, because that was fun. That was fun breaking down what people are called.
Very fun.
Asians, I think it's safe to call them Asians. White people, you can just call them whatever.
Or the
You
devil.
can call them cracker, the devil, honky, uninformed.
Yeah.
Oppressor, whatever you want to call donkeys, you can call them. Honkies is always my favorite slur for you. I
Yeah.
like honkies.
Yeah.
That's the good old George Jefferson. That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a George Jefferson classic.
Yeah, honkies.
Cracker's good.
Cracker's good.
Cracker's good. We need some better ones.
Cracker conjures up the South.
How about mayo head?
Yeah.
Let's think of a good new pejorative for white people. Mayonnaise face. How about scream mask face?
Financial aid denier.
Financial aid denier.
Yeah.
I like that. Cracker's good.
Yeah, but don't you think of the South with cracker? I think of like a hayseed.
I like the way Chris Rock would say it, though. Cracker ass cracker.
Cracker ass.
Cracker ass cracker's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, you gotta
Not
go
as
with
good
A.
as honky, though.
No.
Honky's just good.
but
honky just feels white.
But honky doesn't sound like offensive though.
Right,
It
let's
sounds like a gas station on the side of 495.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honk. Yeah. Let me stop by a honky.
Let me get a
tank.
something like honkies. Get a churro.
Yeah, it sounds like a Buc-ee's. A
Yeah,
Honky's,
yeah.
Let's think of a good one. Let's really fucking stick it to Whitey. Whitey's also not that great. Whitey's another one.
Yeah.
Cumhead.
What?
Listen, what? Because cum's white. I'm trying to think of a good.
Cum stain.
Yeah, yeah, but that's also can be. We gotta think of
Things that are white.
Yeah, things that are white and
Things that are bad that are white.
Listen, cloud face. Listen.
Oh.
God, I wish we could come up with a good one.
There's nothing in this world that's bad that's white though. Huh? Are there many things that are bad that are white in this world when you think about it?
What's bad that's white?
Pus.
Ghosts are white.
Pus is that's kind of yellow depending on
Pus is bad.
Yeah, pus is bad.
Pus is bad.
We can't say ghost face. That's a man. We can't do that. Ghost face color.
Yeah. What's bad that's white? Pus. Listen, pus. If you just called him pus, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yo, come on, pus.
Pus breather.
Yo, pus breather, or just pus.
Pus face.
What's up, pus? Get this pus out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, pus. Peace.
Get this pussy ass pussy out of here.
Yeah, get this pussy ass pus out of here. Pus instead of puss. Again, it's the way you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Negro, pus instead of puss.
Yeah.
Pus.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, pus? Get out of here, pus.
sick of all these pusses.
I'm sick of these pussies, man. These pussies be taking all this shit. I hate these fucking pusses. That's a good one.
Yeah, so you have whiteheads and then you have pusses.
Whitehead. Whitehead. Because of the pimple.
Yeah.
Yo, listen to me, Whitehead.
Yeah.
Yo, dog. Whitehead, take that fucking pus shit out of here.
Yeah.
You dumb whitehead.
Yeah.
You're a fucking whitehead.
Yeah, you don't belong in this pool, you fucking whitehead.
Yo, get out of this pool, you fucking whitehead pus.
Yeah.
Yo, pus, get out. This is a black only pool. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here, honky. Oh, wow, he went old school. Yeah, but I still called you pus too. Fuck, I'm sick of these pusses, son. There's fucking pusses everywhere. Gotta get rid of these fuck. Everywhere I look, it's like a fucking mayonnaise convention. Rice? Rice is white?
Nah, I like rice, son.
How about
Shell on Puerto
bleach?
Rican. I like that.
You like rice.
Yeah.
Yo, you like arroz.
Yeah, arroz con pollo. you know.
Arroz is also a more lit way to say rice.
Yeah,
We
arroz.
should just, some words should just be adopted from other languages into English.
Yeah.
So instead of rice, can I get some rice? You go, yo, let me get some arroz.
Arroz. Yeah.
Arroz.
Yeah, you like that because it sounds like a Greek god a little bit.
It does. Yeah, arroz. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does sound like he was on
Arroz, yeah.
Mount Heracles or wherever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know my own
He's the
myths.
Greek god of grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had,
You didn't praise him.
no, I did not.
Yeah.
Arroz. Yeah, I didn't pray to him enough.
No, you did not.
He's a Greek guy. Yeah, and when you read my posts, I mean, the grammatical errors are just
Jesus
abound.
Christ,
My
yeah.
wife reads those and go, Jesus Christ, you went to college?
When you make a post, it looks like you were typing and your daughter just took your phone halfway
Yeah,
through.
It's a complete run-on fucking sentence.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we're talking to all our puss fans out there. Cut the shit. Yo, stop being a puss.
Yeah.
So
See what
Elon
the
Musk,
fucking
talking
puss
about pusses. Talking about African pusses.
Yeah.
Okay? Because he's from Africa. He's South African, right?
South African.
So he's a puss. Yo, I love puss. He's a puss from South Africa. So Elon Musk.
I think pus in Africa has like a negative donation though.
So that's good.
No,
We're using it as a pejorative. We're saying it's bad.
All right, we'll find out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to ask get Jesse to Google it because we'll be behind 4 stories.
Yeah, he's gonna end up on xvideos.com if he puts in pus.
Yeah, no matter what we ask Jesse to Google, it ends up being lesbian porn
Yes.
or some sort of deep fake.
Yes, we could ask Jesse to Google his own name and a picture of Denzel Washington will pop up.
Yeah, I mean anything can happen when you Google it. A lot of times it does end up you search for a deep fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets
So-
a nice deep.
Yeah, if we bring up Elon Musk, you may be searching for Elon Musk deep fake.
He didn't deny it either.
Nope. Nice little Google roulette. You never know what you're going to get.
What's up, guys? We are brought to you this week again by Coinbase. Are you crypto curious? Do you want to get in on Web3, my friends? You don't want to miss the gold rush. And there is no better platform than Coinbase.
That's for sure.
Coinbase offers a trusty, easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend your cryptocurrency.
3 of them.
They support the most popular digital currencies on the market, make them accessible to everyone. They even offer portfolio management, protection, learning resources, and it's a mobile app, which is great, which is why I love it. And you can trade securely and monitor your crypto in one place. Millions of people in 100 countries are using Coinbase with their digital assets for a reason. So get on a Coinbase, get in this cryptocurrency craze for a limited time right now. My fans, new users get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at Coinbase.com/fumes. Sign up at Coinbase.com/fumes for $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is limited. So be sure to sign up today. Don't wait. That's Coinbase.com/fumes. Turn that crypto curiosity into a crypto sexuality.
Yeah.
Guys, we are also brought to you today by
Cerebral.
Cerebral.
Yeah.
Cerebral is a mental health service, which I take very seriously. I monitor my mental health. I actually had a Cerebral appointment. Me and Jared were on the road. I kicked Jared out of the apartment.
Yes, he did.
So I could talk to my therapist.
Had to go down to the pool.
He had to go down to the pool.
Yeah.
So Cerebral is great. They're one of the few services that provide prescription medication online through a licensed provider. They ship the medication straight to your door, skip the pharmacy lines, the hassle. It comes right to you. It's a mobile app, very easy to use. You have your own personal care team wherever you are, so you're always connected. You can message your care team anytime and access self-care resources wherever you are. You can connect with your counselor and therapist on your own schedule, which is why I love it. The convenience with your phone. And the phone, what we learned from COVID really during the pandemic is it's just as good. I continue to use the phone. It's much more convenient. I don't got to go there. It's just the way therapy is done now. It takes away all of that hassle that gets you there, all the excuses for not going. You just do it right from your phone in a private location, whatever you want to do. Hey, do it in a public location if you want. Whatever you want. You want to share your story with everybody? That's your business.
Go right ahead.
Go right ahead. 50% of Cerebral's clinicians self-identify as people of color. It's important for Cerebral to have the diversity so everyone can get the treatment that they want, that you get matched with whoever you feel comfortable with. You know, some people prefer a female therapist. Some people prefer to have the therapist be the same ethnicity as them. Whatever it is, it's available to you. Simone Biles.
Yeah.
This is her company. She's really leading this fight. What a champion.
Yes, she is.
So what you got to do is go to cerebral.com/fumes. Okay, and you can receive 65. That's almost a hundo. 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at cerebral.com/fumes. Join Cerebral today on their mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all. So there you have it. Cerebral. Go get the app and get the help. Or the monitoring. It's just good to monitor your mental health and you feel better. Yo, so this puss right here, this puss from South Africa, he ended up out of nowhere. So he was tweeting on Twitter.
Yeah. Like
past couple days, he was tweeting these polls like, who believes free speech is important for a democracy? And you know, the you know, when you do those polls, I saw it when he tweeted it. It was like everyone was going yes. Like everyone. Again, it's like one of those disconnects. It's like, dude, listen, tech. People want people to be able to say stuff. The majority of people want people to be able to say stuff, bad, good, or otherwise. It's like that's the cornerstone to what individual rights, freedom is about. Free speech is one of our constitutional rights. It's what makes America amazing. The freedom to make mistakes, the freedom to say bad things. We got to get rid of this thing where we start to define people only by the mistakes they made. Especially if it's one mistake. That's like really that's like zealotry. That's like, you know, it's like people are not their bad tweet. Someone puts a bad tweet out. People are not their worst moments. You know what I mean? Stop being, you know, it's like Jesus said. He who's without bad tweet cast the first tweet against them, right? It's like we've all done bad tweets. We've all said bad things. We've all done things. You can't define a whole person based on one thing they said.
I mean, Jesus is not the guy that you want to take Twitter advice from. I mean, the guy only had 12 followers. So
he only had 12 followers. That's not a lot of followers.
No,
dog.
it's not.
It's not that impressive.
No.
That is not that impressive at all. I know Russian bots that probably got a lot more than that.
A lot more than Jesus.
Jesus only had 12 followers, dog. If you put him on Twitter, it'd be like, I don't think anyone would listen unless he got retweeted by Joe Rogan. So Elon Musk, after tweeting all this stuff about free speech, he, out of nowhere, pulls a strong Bruce Wayne move. It was a real Bruce Wayne move. And he purchases 9% of the shares of Twitter, which makes him the single greatest shareholder of Twitter. I don't know what that comes with. A lot of people now, the funny thing is the reactions to this. So let's talk about that. The reactions being generally people on what's now, I guess, known as the left, I don't know, are really upset and they're scared. They're scared, which is really crazy to me that people on the left would be scared of someone who's saying, I'm supporting freedom. It's a little weird.
Yeah,
You're
very
going,
scared.
Like, what's going on the left that people are scared of letting people speak? You know, bad, good, or otherwise. That's like, that used to be a benchmark of what the left was. Let people speak, subversive speech, anti-government, stuff like that. You know, that was like very left, right? So, and people on the right are also having a funny reaction, going like, you know, free speech, like I said, free speech Jesus is here.
Yep.
We're going to be able, there's those people on the right who are just like, I just want to be able to yell the N-word.
Yep.
You know, so those people always ruin it for everybody else. You know, it's like, why can't I just scream the F word at gay people walking on the street? Is this America or is it not? You have those people and you're going like, okay, dude, look, yes, Oliver Wendell Holmes, the free speech there's a limit on free speech. Oliver Wendell Holmes on the Supreme Court, one of the best justices, if not the best justice.
Oh, that's a living dude right now?
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
But he in a case summed it up like this. What's the limit on free speech? And nobody has done it better. And nobody will, because this encapsulates best what the limit on free speech is. You can't yell fire in a crowded movie theater. Now, that doesn't just mean yelling fire in a crowded movie theater.
Yeah.
That's an example for, when your intent can cause harm.
Yeah.
And so it has to be examined, right? By maybe a legal body or whatever, but there's a limit, right? If you have a hateful intention that could conceivably or reasonably lead to violence or disorder or chaos or something negative, then you're pushing the limit.
That's the line
on
you
your
can't cross.
speech.
Yeah.
Right? So it's arbitrary, yes. It's a little bit of an amorphous, yes, because we're dealing with law. We're not dealing with math here.
Yep.
We're dealing with the social contract that we all subscribe to in order to live in a free society. Not that easy, because one man's freedom could be oppressing another man, right?
Yeah.
If I'm peeing outside and you go, hey man, I'm walking down the street with my daughter, you go, oh, well, I'm free. Well, that's an extreme example, but you get it. It's like, that's the struggle constantly. It's like, okay, where does my freedom end? Where does yours begin? How do we make this work where we're all happy? Because people have different ideas of what they like to do and what fun they like to have, right? Some people like to get hit while they're banging, okay? Some other people would call that a crime.
Yes.
So that's what gets weird.
Yep.
That's where it gets very weird. Some people like to get smacked, okay? I'm not into it. I don't like to mix my sex and violence. But some people do like to mix their sex and violence.
All right, yeah.
Okay? So I'm giving extreme examples, but that is where the limit on free speech generally falls.
Yes. You can't give everybody everything they want,
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a limit on it. There's a limit on it. So, you have those people on the right who are just, they're like, the first thing they want is, hey man, and Elon Musk will learn. And then we'll get to how much power he actually has. But Elon Musk will learn, hey, it's not that easy. I know we give the tech companies a hard time all the time, but imagine being in their position to sway elections, to let this these Chinese and Russian fake sites put all this stuff out there, and then people are believing it. It's not easy to legislate this stuff.
No,
They're
it's
not
not.
legislating, to mediate, to be accurate, to mediate.
Yeah.
They're trying to mediate this.
Yep.
Because if you own a tech company or you own a social media platform and you're seeing that what you're allowing on your platform is leading to all types of bad problems in the real world, you start going maybe we do bear some responsibility.
Yep.
It's even like Joe Rogan said. He said, he's like, I don't want this type of influence over politics. So he's like, I'm just not going to talk about it anymore, because he's realized he does have a sway. Now, is he to blame? I don't think so. In my opinion, I think if you ask me personally, I'd say education is to blame. People are fucking stupid because we underfund our education. Public education is a joke.
Yep.
But that's a whole nother topic. But Elon Musk comes in, and this is a big, big culture war, right? Bigger than the trans swimmer, which is hard to get.
Very hard.
Is free speech on the internet. This is something I think everyone's struggling with. The tech companies are struggling with it. The regulators are struggling with it. We're struggling with it. Everyone's struggling with it. What is the solution beyond us all killing ourselves?
Yeah.
And being gone.
You know, I think you got to let people go to that line and define that line, and then you can't cross it from there, you know?
Right, because even as comedians, you know, the thing is, as comedians...
We define that line. You know,
we
you
define that line.
Like you said, you don't know how free people are in society unless you have comedians, because we go to the line, then if we cross it, we go, okay, that's the boundary, don't cross that. Yeah.
Right, and also, yeah, you don't... Without comedians, we're always saying the thing you're not supposed to say.
Exactly.
So... that in and of itself is an exercise of freedom.
Precisely.
It shows like, oh, people are still free because they're not being. Now you start to see people saying comedians can't say that. Comedians get slapped if they say that. Comedians. So you're starting to see there's this fascist tendency. I had a friend named Mike Needleman in college. Shout out. He's probably not watching this. He's a lawyer. He could care less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we got a fan base of lawyers.
No, we don't.
But he once said something to me, and I always remembered it. And it was in college. He was a smart kid. He was my roommate for a little while. He said, humanity has a fascist tendency. And it always rears its head. It always comes out. Like it's something we always got to watch. Like we have a tendency to give into that groupthink and start demonizing someone else and closing down freedom. Like we all have it in us. Like it's a control freak kind of thing. Like, you know, it's based on insecurities. We have a fascist tendency that starts to rear its head. I'm starting to see a little turtle pop above the water right now.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm crowning with a shit.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see the fascist tendency start to come out with everyone telling everyone to shut up.
Yeah.
Everyone going, shut up, don't say that. Don't. Everyone's going around saying, don't say that.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, don't say that. Everyone's threatened by everyone else's words, opinions, things like that.
Nation's about to have some ass pee. Yeah.
Yeah, they got some, everyone's got diarrhea.
A little bit. You having that conversation in college?
We're having that conversation.
That's a deep ass conversation to have over some ramen, son.
Yeah, it was probably a little weed too.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
yeah.
I was insufferable all the way since high school. I've been this way the whole way, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse's known me that I've been insufferable. I mean, you know, I could give you a long day at any point.
Yeah.
I mean, I dole out fucking long days like the paper boy.
Yeah.
I just throw them at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the types of conversations I would have on a park bench with kids sitting, listening to the hip hop in a fucking boombox.
Yeah, it's the only thing to stay strong, your character and your hairline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was always bringing up shit like this. It's what I like to talk about. I don't know. You know, that's what I call the Yanni Longdays.
Don't apologize for your character, son. That's who you are.
Yeah, so it's not a clean cut thing. It's not like when you take a dump and you wipe and you're surprised, which is rare with the American diet. Remember, I think when we were kids, we would have cleaner shits more often. Now it's like you wipe perpetually and then you just got to hop in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like our diet is just horrible that you can't get a clean shit.
No, you can't.
When you do, it's like the best thing in the world. You're like, I don't even have to fucking take a shower. I'm good. So free speech is kind of like that. You're not going to get one clean wipe. It's going to be clean. It's a messy issue.
Yeah, it's going to look like a Jackson Pollock.
It's a little bit of a Jackson Pollock.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a Jackson Pollock. So Elon Musk is coming in. What I like the buffer. Because I acknowledge that these extremists are here right now. So for the immediate future, I like that they're both there to buffer each other.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It kind of keeps things in place during this zany time where it's like, okay, if we're going to have far right people, at least there's far left people pulling them this way. Because here's the thing I thought about the far left, right? Okay. People have never accepted gay people, right? Till recently. Gay people know how horrible that's been, right? Black people haven't been accepted until, I don't know, not as recent as...
the 2017 NBA dunk contest.
Until about like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You get my point. If I was gay, or if I was black, or if I was a marginalized group or whatever, or
if
even
you were gay,
because I'm gay,
yes, there you go,
because I'm gay, or like even a discriminated against ethnicity, because everyone's got it a little bit. You know, the Irish got it. You know, Greeks got everyone got it a little bit. Whatever it is, Italians got it for a second, and then they assimilated because they look more whitish. But not without struggle. The WASPs did not like them at first. What I would do is I would go hard. Now I'll explain to you why. You get it, right?
Yeah.
Because then you got people who don't accept your existence going,
Yes.
whoa. We just want you guys to not compete against. We just want you not to compete against my daughter in sports.
Yeah.
You can do all that other stuff.
You get down to the foundation of the real
so you
root.
know that could be a good strategy.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm trying to, it's like it's like when you negotiate, you go big.
Yes.
You start with a high number,
So then you can come to the median.
so you can come. You always go like, all right, what's my floor, and then you shoot for the top.
Yeah.
Knowing you're going to end up here. So maybe they're shooting for playing in women's sports, but they're just going to end up being like, hey, dude, just don't throw things at me when I'm walking down the street.
Yeah.
So that could be a good strategy. And hopefully that's where it ends up.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it from their perspective. Now, if you're black, what I would do, everywhere I go, I would fucking be blaring. I'd be blaring my music as fucking loud as possible.
Yeah.
Every song would have the N-word every other one. This is starting to sound familiar. Every rap song, you'd hear the N-word over and over again.
Yeah.
And every white person that saw it, I would just hit. So then it gets to the point of being like, all right. Just don't hit me, but you guys can have all the opportunity you want. Perfect strategy. No? Did I cross the line?
You smoking some dick, son.
I think I'm fucking with free speech. I think I'm advocating for violence.
No, yeah, you're
which is not
advocating
good.
for
This is a
violence.
comedy program.
Yeah, you want to turn people into the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you, son? We get the cops called on us when we're sitting at a Starbucks having a goddamn cake pop. What
That's
the fuck
true.
makes you think that we go down the street playing some J. Cole, smacking motherfuckers in the face, and people
So
going
we got to go harder.
We don't got to. What's harder than that?
Blowing shit up.
You just described our childhood, though.
Yes.
Yeah, and look how you ended up.
Not good.
Yeah.
So, but the general, like if I was a member of the ostracized group,
I got the
You
point.
got the point,
You
yeah.
got to overshoot it, but you
overshoot it. So then you come back to
But
the
you
middle.
have to give the grace to the people that you're overshooting on.
Like, what if you guys just started throwing white people off buildings? And then they just go, okay, just don't throw white people off buildings.
Yeah, but then
and we promise we won't redline you anymore.
you have to give the grace to
Or
the
what's
people.
it called? Redlining? Yeah, we won't redline you anymore as long as you stop throwing white people off buildings.
Yeah, but you got to give the grace to the people that you're doing that at to give you the chance to go to the middle. Because now you're gonna have a lot of militarized people going against the oppressed group.
Yeah, this episode's gonna get kicked off, and I like it.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're saying you can't do that?
you can't do that because
Okay.
then you're gonna
But
have the
comedic purposes. Could you throw people off buildings?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be funny if they were just fucking launching honkies off. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a pus line of fucking whiteys.
yeah, and they were falling into a vat of Miracle Whip to save their fall.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, that would be funny if you put a jug of mayonnaise down there and you just threw them into the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
All right, how about this then? Okay, maybe not that because that's too violent, and we got stupid people watching. We're not advocating for anything. I'm just making jokes. This is all for humor.
Yes.
Okay. What if instead at the carnival, you had white people, when you throw the thing, instead of a clown up there,
Yeah.
it was like a white person, more specifically, Southern white woman.
Yes.
Most valuable thing in American history.
Yeah.
So you put a Southern white former. You research her lineage.
Yeah.
You find out she has some connection to some plantation owner. You put her in the thing, and then black people can throw what balls at it or whatever to hit the thing, and then she falls into a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, I like that.
Then you get it out, and also it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then if you get a bullseye, you get to put hot sauce in the jar and make her break out in hives. I like that.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So there we just solved it.
Yeah.
We just solved
Yeah,
it.
or you don't have to go extreme.
Trans women in sports, white people getting dunked in mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And Asian people. How do we stop Asian hate?
You gotta, you have.
I don't know what the solution is. I just know it has something to do with egg rolls. We're solving racism here.
Yeah,
we're
we're
solving
solving-
discrimination.
Yeah, okay, who's the people that does most of the Asian hating, though? What'd you say?
I can't say it. Maybe you can.
Wait, black people?
I don't know. I didn't say it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats. I don't even know if the stats are legal. Can you even look at the stats? We don't know.
Okay, so this is what you want to do. If
All I
you-
know is Dave Chappelle said whatever's happening out there is also happening in my body when I had COVID.
Okay, so maybe
Which is one of the best jokes I've ever heard.
Is this a solution? So whoever's oppressing you, right, to get respect from them, you have to become an annoyance to them. You have to inconvenience them. In
Right,
some way.
that's the premise.
For black people, if we want to get respect for white people, we as black people have to steal all the instructions from an IKEA furniture, right? and we hold that shit ransom.
Right.
So, yeah, if
Right.
y'all want your baby moo, you won't have to come
Right.
through us and give me my civil rights.
Right.
So if Asian people wants respect against black people,
Right.
they're gonna have to steal all the backwoods inventory from a bodega.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you told Darius Rucker he could not perform for white crowds anymore.
Yeah.
White people would riot.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
nothing more that white people in the South. I can't think of one or two things they love more than Darius Rucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Darius Rucker, dude,
He's full country now, right?
and he's great.
Yeah.
He's
I
full
mean,
country and
Darius
he's
great. He
great.
might be the best.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
white people
They love Darius
he's the
Rucker.
music Obama. Like
Yeah,
that, the white
dude.
people love him. And yeah, you gotta have to
I'm talking
restrict him.
outside, I'm talking like Nashville. Like, I mean, Darius Rucker's a fucking god. My
Yes.
wife loves country music. Darius Rucker. So that could be another thing.
Mm-hmm.
We take away Sperry topsiders.
Yep.
Okay, those are taken away.
Yes.
And we take away
Take away Salt Life stickers on the back of people's trucks.
take away that.
Yeah. That's a Long Island thing.
You tell white people they cannot love Obama anymore because they're white.
Yeah.
That would hurt them bad. White people love Obama, especially in coastal cities. I know there's some maniacs watching. I don't love Obama. He bombed everybody.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
He's the fucking president of the United States. What president doesn't bomb
Yeah,
people?
yeah, and they're watching
I mean,
this on their
come on.
Miramax TV anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So we take away topsiders. We dunk them in mayonnaise.
Yep.
We got a good system going here.
Yeah.
We got a really good, we're solving it right now.
Yes, we are.
But we still are dancing around what do we do with the Asians?
The Asians.
How do we stop Asian
How do
hate?
we stop Asian hate?
Do the Asians the Asians have to start what do they do to annoy
you
people?
gotta take reruns of Rush Hour 2 off TNT.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
What do Asians really love? Okay, you got to put all of their markets indoors. You can't. You got to say that their markets have to smell good. They got to smell good when
No
you walk.
Ivy League.
Huh?
Cut out the Ivy League.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you're not allowed. You're not
Oh,
allowed to be
yeah.
smart.
You're not allowed to be
smart
successful in the
anymore.
United States because most of them are immigrants. They come over here to make something of themselves. So
No, yeah, but they're smart. You're
Yeah.
not. They dominate the admission process at Ivy League. So you say,
Yeah.
you know what? Right now, no, but isn't that creating more discrimination? I'm getting. Are we?
Isn't that the idea?
No, the idea.
no.
No, the idea is
But-
they're supposed to annoy and they got to do. They got to go the other way.
No, so are we trying to get rights for? Are we trying to get Asian hate solved, or are we trying to get something that Asian people cause against another?
No, we're trying to stop Asian hate.
Okay, so we're trying to stop Asian hate, so we have to do something to other people committing the Asian hate.
No, right.
Yeah.
We're doing the opposite. The
Yeah.
Asians have to go even harder.
Yeah.
So the Asians have to do something very Asian-y.
Yes.
They have to do something very Asian.
Or that annoys their
it's like-
adversary.
I understand now why. I understand why gay right, like the gay parade now is assless chaps. And
Yes.
they're all naked.
Yeah.
because they're going like you want to get all the discriminatory people to just go okay. You can have your march. Just please put your pants on.
Yes, if you want to stop Asian hate
Yeah.
in America, you're gonna have to stop giving duck sauce in Harlem.
Stop giving. Ooh,
Black people love that duck sauce, son.
Dogs. You close Chinese restaurants in black neighborhoods,
Bro, the French fries with the wings,
Yep.
with a little bit of cardamom and ginger in there, son.
dude. Right away, I think. Wow, I think Killer Mike will make a statement.
Yes.
I think he will go on Bill Maher and say, okay, enough.
Yes, bro.
Please open these places back up.
Closing those Chinese restaurants will have more an effect than those hoses in Selma, son.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, that could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just solved it right there. So there you have it. Okay, racism is solved, and it's by going a little harder for a little while.
Yes.
Until the people who are discriminating against you can't take it anymore.
Make them realize your success and you're prioritizing your existence in the society.
It makes the oppressor appreciate
You.
who they were appreciating,
Yeah.
who they're taking for granted.
Yeah.
That's what it does. At the end of the day, it goes, oh my God, I don't know if I can live without Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
I never considered that would be a possibility. And it's like, yeah, you keep fucking doing all this police brutality or whatever, we're going to tell Hootie, don't perform for white people anymore.
yeah, you got to make people realize why you are important.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. Okay, so we solved racism. So back to free speech. We're all over the place, but this is a goodie. So Elon Musk comes in, he buys 9%. So what can he do with 9%? Does he's the biggest single shareholder, but he's not the majority shareholder, obviously at 9%.
Yeah, there's a board. There's another 11 members on the board.
But he's going to join the board now.
He's on the board.
Yeah,
He's on
yeah,
the board.
yeah.
Right, he joins the board now.
So he'll need support from other board members and shareholders to win any kind of approval for future proposals.
So he's basically in the same spot that Ketanji Johnson's in right now.
In what way?
Because she's waiting for approval for her.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just going to need to politic a little bit. So, like, let's say if the idea is they want to...
Elon Musk talking, that's going to go great.
Like, a big thing is the Trump thing, right? They threw Trump off Twitter. Now,
So they're going to go, what's your position on...
So there's 11 other members of the
Yeah.
board.
Uh-huh.
So he can't just make the decision himself. He's got to have support from other board members.
Right.
It's like a jury.
Right,
Okay.
right. But he's still way outnumbered.
There's 11 of them.
There's
So
11
there's
of them.
12 altogether.
Right.
He's one out of 11.
Right.
12.
Who knows who the other ones are? Who knows
And
who
they
they
could
are?
and they could be replaced. Like Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, is on the board now, but he's leaving.
Oh, so he's leaving.
Yeah.
So who are they
there's
going to... He could buy
well, that's
his
the other
shares.
thing. Yeah. So he can keep building his stake and control Twitter.
Oh,
and
so
Yeah.
he's got his foot in the door and now he's trying to get in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's we don't really know exactly, but it's a good move on
Yeah,
his part.
that house is going to be solar powered, though.
Well, he's doing it... He's obviously not doing it for the money.
He already made a shitload because the share price went through the roof.
Oh,
after
because when he
bought.
joined.
Yeah.
So that just shows you, Leah, the way the stock price just shot up, right? Just shows you what the people want.
Yeah.
The majority of the people want people to be able to speak. They want to see people's opinions, even if they're ugly. I'm of the opinion that you want to see that stuff. You don't
Yeah.
want it lurking in the shadows.
Yeah.
Even if it's hateful stuff, you want to know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
You want to see what people
So
think.
do you let Trump back on?
Me personally?
Yeah, you're Elon.
Yes.
Let him back.
I would let him back on. Okay, I would let him back on. If he's found to be breaking a law or something like that, then of course that's a different thing. Then you're removed from society. You shouldn't be allowed on Twitter. I get that, but yeah, I would allow him back on.
The question comes with influence and hot button topics and how much influence a person has in a certain situation,
Yeah,
and
because
that's
then
when
he's
people get deplatformed.
Yeah, because Trump just crosses the line once in a while, and he's not a comic. I don't even know who a comic is anymore because comedy is dead.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even want comedians to be funny. The industry doesn't want comedians to be funny. They don't pick funny
They
ones.
just want you to be gay.
The most famous comedian now is not known for being fun. Like funny is like doesn't get you anywhere anymore. You killing a lineup, it doesn't get you anywhere. Nobody cares. It's like, what's your take? What's your politics? What kind of controversy did you have? We talked about it in the last episode, but it's like it's the same thing in politics. It's scary because you see now, what are the people who you can remember who were in the House? I'll tell you who I know. I know Bobert. I know Boebert. I know Marjorie Taylor Greene. I know AOC. I know Elon Omar. I don't even know my own fucking state's fucking representative.
Schumer?
And why do I know Schumer? Of course, he's the only one because he's a fucking 170 years
He's
old.
got librarian glasses.
Yeah, he's been in there forever.
Yeah.
but like all
Looks
the
like
other ones,
one of those trolls from the Harry Potter.
he does with his hair like that.
Yeah.
I'm be hard pressed to remember any of these other fucking guys. And the reason I remember them is because they're controversial and they're kind of lowbrow.
Yeah.
It's very lowbrow shit. They're on Twitter, owning each other, making these it's like high school.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing that in fucking Hollywood, where a guy walks up and smacks another guy for a goddamn joke at the Oscars. So you're going
It's
like,
a department from decorum.
it's going like, what's going on here? It seems like the internet's winning. Like everything's just becoming the internet because, there's nothing like a good rabbit hole watching people get smacked or memes or all that stuff. The internet loves that. So that's the negative side. That's the dark side of the internet. And it seems like it's kind of taking over everything. So that's the worry. So people do take it too far with the free speech. And so that's what you're worried about. Like, what is it? Because he does incite shit. I mean, to say that he didn't incite that January 6th thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's going, why don't you guys march down over there? Why don't you guys march down there? I don't know. They're having a vote. The election was stolen. What's that based on? It's based on a hunch. It's the same hunch I had if I would have lost the first time. Because he goes, if I lose to Hillary the first, he goes, it's a stake. That's what he does. He's a fucking troll. He's the king troll, which is hilarious. On the podcast I did with Joe Rogan, he was like, Joe was going like, Obama looks old after he got out of office. Biden went in looking dead. it ages people. And he's like, Trump looks great. Trump's still making jokes. And what I didn't say, because I just didn't get the chance. I wanted to say, yeah, that's what happens when you don't take the job seriously.
Yeah.
You don't age that much. I mean, the kid treated it like a fucking TV show.
Yeah.
He treated it like a fun TV show.
Treated like it was news radio.
I know there's people watching on he did this, and this. Okay, fine. I mean, he did some stuff. He also didn't do a lot of stuff. He also fucking ran his mouth a lot as a leader that made shit very unstable sometimes. Mm-hmm. There's also a lot of other shit. I don't want to get into it. Argue in the comments. Hate me, like me, good. Just voice it. But you go, yeah, at that point, like, the January 6th thing, okay, it wasn't the Holocaust, but it also wasn't a party gone wrong.
No.
It was something in the middle. It wasn't a couple of guys who were upset that Zach Brown Band didn't show up.
No.
And it also was not the Holocaust.
Yeah.
But it was the storming of the fucking Capitol by people. Whether they didn't have guns or I get it, but they did fucking storm the building, which is some real Banana Republic, South American, third world shit.
The political malice at the palace.
It's the political malice at the palace is a great way. It was, it was what happened in Detroit.
Yes.
It was really some Ron Artest shit.
Yes.
That went down there. Mm-hmm. It was some Ron Artest shit. It was in that neighborhood. So you can't have that. David Stern had to say, hey, you go up in the stands, you're out of the league. You had to come down hard. You got to come down hard and make an example. You can't do that shit. Mm-hmm. Or else you don't have a functioning democracy. Nobody reasonable would disagree. So, and to say that he didn't incite that, I mean, we know from texts and all that, he did. He kind of did it with a strong wink. So he is that type of guy. But for him to be tweeting, I would say, yeah. Because it's free speech. I mean, the guy's not, he's not a criminal. Mm-hmm. I mean, why is he kicked, I don't know. But then that's where Elon Musk, I think, will learn is that it's in my favorite movie, State of Grace. There's a difference between ideas and action. Everyone has an idea, but when you put it into reality, it's never what you seem.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't go the way you plan.
Yeah.
It never goes the way you plan.
Doesn't come to fruition like the same way.
It's not. There's a difference between ideals and reality.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I love this girl. She's going to be hot. And then you go and she's got fumes.
Yeah.
There's always something that gets in the way.
Yeah.
Or she farts in the bed. Or she picks her nose. It's happened to us all. Mm-hmm.
I'm just laughing because you closed like 5 podcasts this way.
What, by going?
To the State of Grace reference.
Oh, I did? I've said it before?
This is my first time hearing it.
This is the first time hearing it?
Yeah, have I said it before? Difference between ideal? Yeah, well, you would know.
Jesse knows your closers. Son.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, we've also talked about 4 things we've talked about already.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to anything. How long have we been going?
We're at an hour.
We're at an hour already. So, I mean, is there anything else? Louis won a Grammy.
Yeah.
A lot of people are upset.
Yeah.
It's hard to avoid the culture war with news.
I know.
Because that's all the news is now is like, Louis win a Grammy would just, what would we even talk about? But now it's like, okay, there's people who are really upset.
No, you didn't see it. You didn't see the special.
No, but I know it's funny.
Yeah.
It's Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
gotta
good.
be funny.
Dude, everything he does is funny. I've seen him do comedy. He may be the best.
Yeah, his allegations were funny.
His allegations were even funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
You couldn't get funnier than the allegations.
Yeah.
And now he would get in a lot of trouble for saying
Jared,
that.
yeah.
That would be very. There's a lot of people watching that going like, then you hate women.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
No. I'm saying, but like asking a woman to jerk off in front of her saying yes, and you breathing, looking at her is pretty funny.
It's very funny.
Under the veil of consent. If there was no consent, obviously that's not funny. That's harmful. That's wrong. Don't do that. But with consent, if you're just breathing into a woman's eyes, that's hilarious, son.
No, the whole thing is funny. If you're asking someone really reasonable, you're going like it's creepy. I'll say it's a little creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Because here's I think the exact details of the story were that she didn't say no, but they didn't necessarily say yes.
Weren't they giggling?
They just started giggling and thinking it was funny and stuff
You gotta
like
get
that.
Yes, son.
But even the giggling and stuff like that is like, and then he took it out. It's like they could have left. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to keep giggling.
Yeah, they get on the power dynamic.
It's like, it's not the best thing, but it's also not the Holocaust.
You got to treat consent like it's a Netflix. Are you still watching?
You have to do that now.
You got to hit that yes. I'm still here. I'm good. Clearance. Let's go.
But let's be honest. You got to do that now, and let's also be honest. As there's much gray zone, a lot of women are. That doesn't get women wet. when you go, excuse me, ma'am, can I touch you here?
Yeah.
They go, just take it. You're going like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, but at a certain point, I don't care if you're wet. As long as I stay out of jail, I'm good.
I'm with you.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
And I'm married, so I'm out of the game. Thank God.
Yeah, I'd rather you be dry than me be dry and
Yeah.
have to be lubed up with jam and syrup.
I tell you, if you wanted another motivator to get married and live that life, it's to fucking get out of the Me Too crosshairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. When people go, people looking around, you go, "Hey, man, I was at home with my wife doing boring shit." So
Yeah.
keep it away from
Yeah,
me, dog.
yeah, they ain't got no accountability on
Hey,
you,
bro,
son.
you know, don't worry. There's nobody trying to find out what I was doing more than my wife.
Yeah, it's like
so you
Martin
don't have to
Lawrence
worry.
and Bad Boys 2. Cat, I was at a family barbecue. Yeah, exactly what that is.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, because come on, let's be honest. We've all been with women. No woman likes it when you go,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Chris Rock, that joke. Excuse me, do you mind if I?
Yeah, you don't want to be
But you know what's
screaming.
crazy? If people heard that joke now, like women with certain activists would hear that joke that he said and be like, "That's advocating for rape," because that's how nonsensical it is now.
Mm-hmm.
When Chris Rock was going like, "You got to take it," you know, just
Yeah.
do that shit. She'll like it.
I don't mean to judge Louis. Just don't have no weird ass shit doing that, bro. Like, what if it gets you off? If you could like kiss her, ask for consent to kiss, and then put it in your spank bank, and then do that later, do that. But don't jerk off in front of nobody, because that's just weird.
There was one allegation where he was on the phone and he was masturbating.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. She didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And he's pulling his little fucking freckled penis. His disgusting over his little fucking
His gut.
his gut with his bald head. He looks like a guy, if he wasn't funny, that you would definitely just go and get away from.
Yes.
He's got a creep vibe, let's be honest.
Yes, he does.
He looks like a guy who's got some fucking hidden kinks, and lo and behold, he does.
Yeah. He looks like a permanent undercover boss.
He just looks, yeah. I mean, he apparently used to do it in front of Sarah Silverman, and she didn't mind it.
Yeah, she thought it was funny.
She said it, and then she got in big trouble for saying it. And then, of course, she had to do like 10 other wokeness is like Hail Marys at the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
If you're caught doing, Sarah Silverman did a joke in blackface, and then now she's got to go, okay, well, I'm for all this.
Yeah.
Please, I'm for all this. Just don't look at that anymore.
Yeah.
Because when she said he did it in front of me, and then women were like, "How dare you? How dare you say you didn't mind that he did that?" She's going, "I don't know. He's a friend. I thought it was funny." And then she had to go, "Of course, I'm fucked up. I have issues. I'm a notice. So he won because he's the funniest. But I was surprised they gave it to him. I was surprised the Academy gave it to him.
Yeah, even to nominate him.
Yeah, to nominate him, I was like, wow. Because he's persona non grata. We were talking to the owner of the club we just did, where I just shot my special coming out soon, someday, comedy on State. They booked him, and there was like protests every day.
Really?
There was articles. It was
Yeah.
a big problem. Yeah.
But he still performs, though.
He performed, but it was a big problem for the club.
Yeah.
It was a big problem.
I'm saying at other clubs. He still performs.
He performed, like, depends where. Like, he'll do a
Right.
theater.
that he rents out by
And
himself.
they'll protest. There'll be people
they'll
out there
be protesting,
protesting.
yeah.
Or he'll do like certain clubs. You go to Governor's, there's going to be no protest.
Yeah, there's gonna be no
Governor's
protest.
is in Long Island.
Yeah.
They haven't even heard of what happened. And if they did, they'd be so. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, there's protests,
That's
there's
bad?
police presence at some of his shows. Like, you're not sure if it's a Louis C.K. stand-up show or NWA show. You can't tell.
Which now, let's just think about it. I mean, we're kind of desensitized to this, but isn't that wild that there's like, there needs to be police for a comedian to go up and tell jokes, even if he took his dick out in front of a few women? I mean, like, he's a creep. That doesn't mean he's a criminal.
Yeah.
Is he a criminal?
Uh,
Can he do comedy again? I mean, what, you know? Who?
if you're creepy, if you cross a line of consent or you didn't know you did something that wasn't sexually allowed, then obviously you shouldn't be welcomed with a warm embrace. But if you're just a creep, still rock out.
You could do comedy and win a Grammy.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Don't talk to
apparently.
my girl, but you can still rock out, you know?
Yeah, just stay away from my girl.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and there's some girls who like that. Some people like.
Yeah.
There's people who like all types of things. Jacking off in front of somebody is one of the milder things that people like.
Yeah, it's mild. You know,
Yeah,
but girls who like that probably don't shave under their armpits. So,
you know, there's guys that put diapers on and want you to fucking spank them and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of weird. Some people like pain. Some people like get whipped. We've watched people get whipped and love it every time.
it's a kink.
It's kink.
It's a kink.
The guy's got a little bit of a kink. You know, he won a Grammy. So that's a huge thing. I don't see a lot of people going like, wow, I can't even believe he was nominated.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a comeback. Maybe they're trying to like slowly let him back in. Maybe they're going like they're seeing his ticket sales and then they're seeing some other people's ticket sales who are on their networks and they're going like, okay, we can't continue to lose money pretending to care about all these causes because we don't care.
Yeah, producers are shaking in their boots.
And shit in other countries we could care less, but we do it because we think that's what the kids want to hear, but it's not working.
Yeah, True TV is calling up all the impractical jokers, telling them to jerk off in front of women.
Yeah, they might just be going like, maybe you guys all need to take your dicks out or slap each other because it's the only thing that's going to bring attention to us.
Yeah.
That, because at the end of the day, for good or bad, people listen to the market, for good or bad. So the bad would being like, oh my God, this slap got us so attention. Next year, we're going to have to someone's going to have to get punched.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, it's going to be like, we're going to have to shoot somebody.
Yeah, the year after that, they're going to have to perform an abortion live.
Yeah. Because isn't the real story that nobody gave a shit about the Oscars until there was an assault?
Absolutely.
Isn't the real story that it took an assault for anyone to care about the Oscars?
I only tuned in to see if Will Smith was going to win an Oscar,
Dude,
but I didn't know he was going to do all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even have known the Oscars was on.
Seriously.
Did you know they were on?
No, and I didn't see any of those movies either.
I haven't. It's like kind of over.
No one was going to watch that,
So next year, there's going to be a gang shooting at the Oscars for anyone to care. Yeah, so maybe that's why they're letting Louis back in the door, being like, all right, look, we don't like what you did, but people do like your comedy.
Gotta play a little dirty.
Yeah, so let's see. Maybe they're doing the thing that we're talking about with trying to cure racism. They're going like, let's just put let's see how people react if we just give them a grant. They probably didn't even listen to the album. Yeah. They're like, we just need funny people back because we're not making any money off of whatever we're throwing out. I don't want to put anyone's names out there. So let's just do a little. Let's just try a little, give him a Grammy, and then they go like this. It's like when you say something to a bully, and then you go like, get ready to get hit. The Academy in Hollywood's probably going like they're going like this, expecting like to get hit by all these feminists and activists, and then they're just opening their eye, glancing to see if anyone's there. And they go, is it safe? Is it safe? Maybe we'll go a little more. How about we give him like a commercial or like a show or like an appearance. A late night appearance. See what happens.
They're going to start making a comeback.
You go, go on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon will fucking giggle at everything you say. And then they go like this. And they go, oh, he's coming. And then, so they're just waiting. Maybe they're just little by little trying to see what they can get away with.
Yeah.
So they can bring back someone who actually people want to watch.
Yeah.
Who people are asking for.
Yeah, I mean, Louis tore his ACL. Now he's coming back for the next season.
Yeah, he's coming back. So, I don't know. It's what it is. Tiger's coming back. It's a year of comebacks.
Yeah.
Tiger's coming back.
Are coming in front because
that's where he comes.
Yes.
Yeah. Same with Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is Tiger does it with the help of a Scandinavian pussy, and Louis does it with his own freckled Mexican hand.
Lubridermed hand. Yeah.
But they both like to come.
Yeah.
In different ways. So it's the year of the comebacks. Someone who's not going to be making a comeback. Tiger's making a comeback. He's performing. He's going to be at the Masters. Louis making his comeback. He won a Grammy. Alex Jones is not going to be making a comeback from his liable suit from the Newtown parents. It looks like they're just trying to figure out the amount now. How do you figure out the amount to sue him by? So what happens is he was found liable in a civil suit for and I can't say this without laughing, for saying over and over again on his show that that the Newtown massacre didn't happen.
Yeah.
And that the parents were crisis actors and the kids didn't exist and they're not dead. And so apparently a lot of the people who, some of the towering intellects who watch InfoWars decided that they would take the law into their own hands and start trying to contact these parents and approach these parents, calling them all types of government shills and stuff like that. So they decided to sue. I think it was like 20 parents or something. Now, if you don't remember the Newtown massacre, it's probably because there's been so many mass shootings since then that you forgot.
Oh, yeah.
But the Newtown massacre was a big one because the kid came in and shot up a bunch of babies.
Yeah.
Shot up a bunch of babies. They were like kindergartners or nursery school.
Yes.
So you can only imagine what it would be like to be a parent who lost your baby. Now that I'm a parent, and then have some dude who listens to Alex Jones call your house and call you a crisis actor.
Yeah.
I would want to go find Alex Jones and dunk him in mayonnaise. Mm-hmm. I would want to dunk his ass in mayonnaise.
Yeah, dunk him and get all that just for men out of his beard.
Yeah, I would say, listen, you puss. You puss.
Yeah.
you better stop fucking calling my house because my baby is gone and I'm upset with you.
Yep.
And what they did was they sued him, and they won. And he's been avoiding his court dates, and he's been fined for not showing up. But now they're trying to figure out, I think in August, they're going to come up with an actual monetary number of what he has to pay. What would you say is a good number? That's not, does he have to pay in Bitcoin? What would really hurt him? I don't know if Alex Jones is really Web3. I think you got to go with good old American dollars.
I don't even think he could pay this fine.
He probably can't.
$75,000.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of down on his luck now. Otherwise, a very entertaining guy. You know, I think he just went a little off the deep end on this one, right?
Way deep.
He went way deep on the Sandy Hook thing. Nobody ever stopped him and said, hey, look, man, Newtown is like a whole neighborhood. It's a whole town. Like, there would have to be a lot of people in on this. Like, if I just showed up, you know, it's what happens when you're just removed from something. It's like a lot of people, it would have to be a lot of people in on these imaginary kids getting shot.
A whole town, like, separated from the rest of the world, like it's WandaVision. Like, no.
Yeah, it would have to be like a friend of the family going, like, dropping dime, being like, listen, they said little Jerry got killed, but I'm telling you, I saw little Jerry yesterday at the sandbox. And then, like, where are those kids now? Like, he thinks the kids are still around, but in hiding.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Jones thinks he's in the Truman Show.
Yeah, I mean, he really does.
Yeah.
I mean, how did he not just take a second to think, first of all, why would any, and he goes, I know why they did it. They did it because they got to take our guns. They're going to take all our fucking guns. And you're going like, all right, dude, that's really going to an extreme just to take the guns.
Yeah.
But if they were listening to this podcast and we told the government what you got to do if you want to take the guns is kill a bunch of kids. And then people go, okay, take the guns. Mm-hmm. They might have done it. But then guess what? That didn't even work.
Nope.
So, but that's I'm kind of advocating against what we were advocating for before. Go hard to get your point across. So that's what Alex Jones thought they were doing.
Not in this situation.
He thought they were going to do, the whole conspiracy was the government is doing this to convince people that all the guns should be taken.
Yeah.
Now, none of that happened. So at that point, Alex should have been like, maybe I'm wrong. But that wasn't enough because he was probably getting damn good numbers on his show by saying they were all crisis actors. Crisis actors who, I guess, answered an ad in Backstage that said, who can play a dead 3-year-old?
And probably Vern Troyer applied.
Yeah. Yeah, he applied and Hezbollah applied.
Yeah.
It's the only small people I could think of who look like babies.
Now you let him back on Twitter?
You see, now this is where it becomes complicated. Do you?
Yes.
You let him back on?
Yeah.
Because he only said stuff.
If the Taliban's on Twitter, he could be
do you let the Taliban on Twitter?
If the Taliban's on Twitter doing preacher curls, yeah, Alex Jones can be on Twitter too.
Yeah. So, but should the Taliban be on Twitter?
Yes.
You think yes? Everyone should be on Twitter.
Everybody.
Big pool.
Because it's just talking. But what if a hate group uses Twitter to form and then they march and kill someone?
Then you draw the line there. But if
Then you draw the line.
keep
cross that bridge where it comes.
Yeah, you monitor it. You keep
But then we know humans and we know that bridge is going to come. Because that's what humans do. They fuck everything up.
Yeah, that bridge is going to come just like Louis, but you got to monitor it. You know, you got to make sure that you have the staggered pacing, see it growing. You notice when people grow followers, notice certain page.
But then now you're monitoring people. Now you're intervening.
Yeah, but you're monitoring how an ex-girlfriend would monitor her ex-boyfriend.
You're just taking a peek.
You're just taking a little peek.
Just taking a little peek.
A little peek.
But
you know?
then, they're saying, oh, you have the power to say which ones should be monitored and which not. And
yeah, when it comes to it. But, like, I can't make that decision right, like, that judgment, you know?
Right. So you guys are just saying let it all fly.
Let it all fly
and let the cards fall where they may.
Just like you after eating energy fuel. Let that shit all fly out. Let it all fly out. And then if you get to a little polyp, then you got to go to the doctor.
Right.
You know?
And then when things happen, deal with it as it comes.
Yes.
Even if that deal with it as it comes means kicking people off Twitter. Yeah. Because people who would advocate the other side would be like, hey, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
We kind of had it free, and then people started doing shit that incited certain shit, and then it became too crazy. And we can't have that on our hands.
Twitter's a privilege. Once you show me that you violate that privilege, you get kicked off.
But then we're going against freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, yeah, but
unless it incites something.
Inciting, yeah, I'm talking about inciting something, violence, someone's getting killed, this is that. You have a hate group forming. In the realm of that, if you show me that you violate that privilege, you can get kicked off.
Okay.
Besides that, shut the fuck up.
So in Donald Trump's case, there's a strong connection that he incited, and he keeps saying the election was stolen, which riles a bunch of people up because they're going, "Oh my God, the government stole an election."
Yeah,
right. And he's showing no proof of anything. He's just saying this is what it did. So that, do you let him tweet that? Do you let him on your platform if that's tweeting that and inciting people?
Did he tweet that though, or he said that in the press conference?
He was fucking tweeting it all over the place.
I thought he said in the press conference, like, we got to go take back the election.
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Well, he said that at the press, not at the press conference, at the speech. He gave a speech, but he also was saying it constantly on Twitter.
Yeah, in that particular situation, he said it everywhere, so you can't really base it down on Twitter. But like, if you say it's like particularly on Twitter, and like Twitter has a viable control of what happens, then take them off.
We should be the legal counsel to Twitter.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Me and your brother, we go up in DC, crack a couple heads, take a nice cigar at the end of the night. It'll be nice.
We'll figure it out. I think we figured out everything.
Yeah, and Jesse will be the stenographer, and it'll take him 24 hours to read 3 lines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there you have it. We've solved everything. We've solved Twitter. We've solved racism, and we found a pejorative for white people. So get your puss ass out of here.
Pussy ass bitch.
You puss ass bitch.
I'm gonna say like Akash Singh, puss ass bitch.
So let's check in on some of our newest Patreon members and Patreon sponsors. You guys got missed last week, but we're with you right now. Guys, what's up? We're brought to you by our official water in the studio, freaking cold spring water. My boy, Yanni Mikas. He's a good Greek boy. Spring water from the ancient Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia, brother. Water's crisp and clean tasting. Stays colder longer in the aluminum bottle. It doesn't want to be the water company. It wants to be the water company.
Tip top shape.
This is where you get your water.
Yeah.
You want water? So no more plastics, dude. Obviously, on Rogan, we talked about how the plastics are shrinking your taint. That's a big thing.
Your taint?
Oh yeah, like something. It does something with your taint.
Yeah,
and
it's shrinking it.
Shrinking people's taints. It's bad. All the plastic that seeps into the water when you drink it. So be healthier. Start drinking freaking cold spring water. Go get them at freakingcoldspringwater.com. All one word. That's freaking without a G. Freaking FREAKIN. You see it right here. Coldspringwater.com. Order your cases to your crib, to your office. Freaking cold water. Freaking coldspringwater.com. We are also brought to you by, God, I love Brooklyn Cannery. Brooklyn Cannery prebiotic sodas. They're good for your gut.
Yeah.
Brooklyn-based drink factory. This thing is one of the greatest finds ever.
You'll bring some to the studio.
I will bring some. We'll order some here. The sodas are made with natural ingredients, no added sugar, low in calories. The calories are like, they differ. Like the ginger ale is like 22, and then
no more than 40, I believe.
The cola amaretto is like 42. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And they use no added sugar. So they use the sweetness from stevia, monk fruit, which is good for your gut.
Sumerian extract, all that.
You know all those ingredients.
It's very good.
All natural. So go to brooklyncannery.com. And it's delicious. And the flavors are delicious. Use the promo code at brooklyncannery.com. Yannis Pappas, all one word, for 15% off your next order. This is going to change your soda game.
Tastes
you like soda?
A summer's day.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You like soda, but you don't want all the diabetes that comes with it? Go and this is my hottest find.
Yeah.
brooklyncannery.com, promo code Yannis Pappas. I recommend the key lime. I recommend them all. They're all good.
I like that cold.
You even like the lychee.
Yeah, the lychee was good
lemonade.
too. Yeah.
I got to admit, I liked it. It's my least favorite.
It's least favorite, but this is the type of soda that if you love soda but you love your feet more, you definitely want to buy it.
I don't know what that means.
Because diabetics lose their foot.
There you go.
Yes.
You want to keep your feet? brooklyncannery.com.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're in the New York City area and you want to get your LASIK, you want to get your eye surgery, go to OCNY, that's Ophthalmic Consultant of New York, and see Dr. Ragusa in Astoria, Queens. Greeks, are you listening?
Yeah.
Whether your eyes are normally spaced apart or like Yanni, they will take care of you. I bet you they got a special machine for guys with small eyes. So they collect nearsightedness, farsightedness. You'll never need glasses again. You know the deal. For 10% off, just mention my name or Longdays or whatever. They know what it is. Call them at 646-543-9474 or OCNYIEYE.com to make an appointment with Dr. Nicola
Get them eyes
Ragusa.
right. Get them eyes right.
Longshore Coffee. Now, another amazing find. I drink every day. I can't wait for my morning to go to longshorecoffee.com. They got an array of different flavors. I like the dark roast. They got different types of dark roast. I'll tell you right now, Steven, I'm a boss babe. It's just what it is. It's my favorite. You gave me another dark roast. I like it. It's got a little chocolatey hit in it, but I'm a boss babe. I like a dark roast. I can't do a medium roast. I want to get punched over with coffee because I drink it black.
Yes.
So I love your Boss Babe, but they got all types of different flavors. The coffee is really good. Longshorecoffee.com. Promo code FUMES for 15% off your order from this small batch coffee roastery located in Providence, Rhode Island, offering premium blends. They also will deliver it to your house, right?
Yep, to your house.
In Providence.
Yes.
So you'll get it to your house in Providence. And you'll get it to your house wherever you live. Oh, they deliver it in person in Providence.
Yeah.
But it delivers to your house wherever you live when you order it. They ship it right to your house.
Really
Longshore
great
coffee.
Love it.
It's amazing. We're all drinking it. Now we got NateLinder.com, your social media managing guru.
Yes, sir.
Video advertising is expected to boom in 2022, and your business could be a part of that wave, guys. Go to NateLinder.com. Talk to Nate. Get your social media game up. Get your name up in the Google search, learn how to monetize, do all that stuff. This kid will get you to the next level. Nate, we've just playing phone tag. NateLinder.com.
We'll put you on the top.
Then we got Chris Minetti Financial Services.
Yeah.
You want to go down there to South Jersey or Philly and get yourself a hookie, but also cash a check? You go over and call Chris at 215-750-3730.
And that's it.
That's all.
Nothing else.
Just call him.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Just call him.
And call him from a payphone.
That's it. And cash your check. He will cash your check at Minetti Financial Services.
Yes.
Then for the free.us, all things music in Hawaii, guys. You want to learn about new bands in Hawaii? You want to see what shows are listed in Hawaii? You're going on vacation in Hawaii?
Yeah.
You just want to peruse at night and learn about new bands? Go to forthefree.us.
Yeah, music coming out of Hawaii, it's more than a ukulele. Okay, so expand your mind with the music that Hawaii has to offer. It's great.
Yeah, forthefree.us. Aloha.
Aloha.
Then, of course, we got exclusiveautoshipping.com. I didn't get a chance to meet you.
In San Antonio?
You came to the show. He came to the show. And we did meet him. He said he was at the show, and I just go back into the green room. I don't meet anybody.
I think he was the one that screamed my name at the last show. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, he's a good dude, man. ExclusiveAutoShipping.com. Thank you for coming to his show. What's his name again?
Jared
Z. Thank you for... Dude, you live in San Antonio. What are you doing?
Yeah.
San Antonio's great. I'm joking. ExclusiveAutoShipping.com. If you're moving your car anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, get your free quote at ExclusiveAutoShipping.com. All right, want to give a shout out to our newest Patreon members. Those guys helping us keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Those guys keeping the equipment in place.
Keeping the heat pumping, because we're not going to turn it off.
We're not going to turn that thing off.
No, we're not.
So welcome, Flood. Flood City. Then we got Jerry Joyner.
Sounds like a porn star.
What's this guy's name?
Talmadge Reeves.
Sounds like
you say gotta say with an accent. Talmadge Reeves.
Yeah, that sounds like a Division I college basketball player.
Or a Bond villain.
Talmadge Reeves.
Yeah.
Then we got a piece here. Samita N.
Samita your number.
You forgot the rest of your last name because the last name is Peace.
Yeah.
Then we got Eliana Cervantes. Que pase mi gente.
Tu Cervantes, por favor.
And then we have John Nolan.
Yeah, it's a white dude that he has a John Deere lawnmower.
Without a doubt, a guy named John Nolan's got a John Deere.
Yeah.
Then we got Tony Krusel.
That sounds like the name of a coach that won a Final Four in 1968.
Yeah, Tony Krusel's a good coach.
Yeah.
Then we got Janetta Navarra. Then we got...
she can make a great mole.
She definitely made... That sounds like a woman who knows how to make a mole.
Yeah.
Then we got Christian Caldor.
I mean, that guy sells fragrances at Macy's.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Then we got Jacob Burton.
That's a solid name.
Sam Struck. That's an even better name.
I like that.
Sam Struck.
Power name.
Yeah. Then we got Finn. Then we got Bella Deliado.
Yeah.
Then we got Miguel Flores.
Oh my God.
Then this is funny. We got a Russian name. Mark Lusnevud.
Mark there are Nazis in Ukraine, Mark.
We have Mark, last name, currently bombing the Ukrainians. Then we got Debo's watermelon is going to come seed you in a different way.
I like it.
Very good.
I like it.
Then we got Liddy Main
It's a
and
fucking 1930s Hollywood star.
yeah, Liddy Main. Yeah. Then we got Drew Mank. Then we have Aaron Longdays.
I like that.
It's your little son.
Yeah. Then we got Rusty Shackelford.
That motherfucker does not have any front teeth.
That's like if your dog had a last name, it would be Rusty Shackelford, or a toothless puss. Puss. Then we got Andrew LaBelle.
Okay.
Sounds like an R&B singer.
Right, yeah.
Then we got Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts, yeah.
Then we got Chuck McBride. I mean, these names are like character names. Antoine Johnson, 100% chance.
Yeah, that motherfucker makes one-handed catches in the end zone.
Then we got Maxwell Levine. He makes one-handed types on his calculator when he's doing your accounting.
Yeah.
Maxwell Levine. And then we got Paige Cornelius.
Could be a piece.
Yeah. Then
Could
we got
be a piece.
Connor, a Swiss who looks like a Jew, loves 1975 too. So he loves the band 1975. Then we got Slick Pockets.
I like it.
That's a good name. Ramiro Vasquez.
I mean, did Patreon just become legal in Cuba? What's going on
yeah,
here?
I mean, what's going on? I think we just opened up the border on our Patreon.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this Patreon the Dreamers.
La Patron.
Well, I'm gonna rename my Patreon to the Dreamers. Then we got Space Debris Podcast, DH30. I mean, the guy.
DGTLHRT.
Yeah. Space Debris Podcast just got himself a smart plug. Screwed Kid.
Yeah.
Then we got Sabine Etwine.
Yeah. Shit, that may be Arabic.
Yeah, Sabine.
Or Israeli.
Etwine. Etine. Sabine Etine.
Being a teen.
Oh.
Then we got an uncut piece, which is good.
goodie.
That's a good
That's a
name.
goodie.
Uncut piece, kid circumcised. Then we got Jason, Gary D, Aaron Gorham, Lauren Lawler, picture of her cat, Cade Carter, Ud, Matthew Essex, and Posh. Welcome to the Patreon, folks. Patreon.com/Yanni Longdays. And guess what? We'll see you next week.
It's been a